But from our military past to the reality we're confronting today, Russia's war on Ukraine is a reminder that some leaders are more than happy to see innocent people die if that serves their ambitions. The Russian dictator has just called a Ukrainian attack on the bridge linking Russian-occupied Crimea with Russia itself an act of terrorism. Yet the same despot has routinely launched bombs and missiles at residential buildings in Ukraine, including today. The only way to ensure that aggression does not pay is to ensure that the aggressor is defeated, not to demand Ukraine settles a truce with Russia, as some argue, given Ukraine took on this David and Goliath battle when no one gave them then a hope in hell. Now, that they've started to turn the tide in this war is incredible, and they should be given every support now to win. That's why the Ukrainians need a continuous flow of sophisticated heavy weaponry, including from countries like Australia. So far, we've given them some guns and up to 60 Bushmasters, but more should be sent their way from the almost 1,000 Bushmasters we've got parked doing nothing in depots around the country. Because the world is watching what happens in Ukraine, it matters everywhere. It means that the Ukrainians are fighting for everyone's freedom, not just their own. But Russia is not the only potential aggressor we've got to worry about, is it? And although Russia's military humiliations should mean some second thoughts, the commissars in Beijing remain dead set on taking Taiwan by force if necessary. Now, make no mistake, any Chinese attack on Taiwan would have repercussions, several orders of magnitude greater than the Ukraine war. That's why the cost to China of any aggression has to be raised. Hence the Albanese government's current consideration of adding much heavier weaponry to the 12 offshore patrol vehicles currently being built for the Australian Navy, and possibly even ordering more. But as we know from governments of both sides, it's one thing to make a big defence decision, quite another to get the effective assets on the ground anytime soon because of the immense lead times. Now, the problem with today's announcement from the Albanese government is it involved more sniping against its predecessor rather than getting the greater military firepower we need now. And given Albanese and Defence Minister Richard Marles were senior ministers in the Rudd-Gillard governments that failed to even commit to new shipbuilding, that cut our intelligence budget by tens of billions, and that open up our borders again, Australians are right to say we're sick of the politics and just want whoever is in the job to get on and do it. These are difficult times and too difficult to let point scoring mask effectiveness.